Hey guys, welcome back to Brick System Brothers, and specifically to HUWTAP, which stands for Hold Up, What's That Awesome Piece? And yeah, this is just a little series about specific LEGO pieces. Some of them are really interesting or maybe not as common, so just kind of working my way through a few of my favorites. And today is number 9, and I want to look at this coffin piece. So this part number is 30163 in particular, and it's not a rare piece, but it's not really common. It's pretty specialized as well. But yeah, it has this hexagonal shape. I have a black one. Now these were also designed to work with a specific cover piece, which is 30164. And this cover and the coffin both have kind of been in production from 1998 to 2015. So we don't actually see these still in production now. But they had a pretty good run, 17 years or so. So that's not bad for a LEGO piece. Yeah, it is a kind of specialized piece, and it was used across a couple different themes. The ones at the top of my head that come to mind are the Adventurers line and the Monster Fighters line. And that's our 2015 as kind of the last time we saw these, I believe. But yeah, as far as fitting a minifigure, Owen's going to help me out here. It is a pretty good fit, and this wider section allows for those arms to fit in, and they can lay down all the way in the coffin. Now if you actually want to stick the minifigure legs to these studs in the bottom, that works as well, but once those get stuck all the way down, the minifigure head does kind of sit up above the edge of the coffin. Now the way that the cap or the cover works, I think this would still be legal as far as everything fitting without anything hitting anywhere, but I don't actually have the cap piece, so I can't check that. But in any case, we can fit a minifigure completely in the coffin. In terms of like piece dimension, we'll take a look at that quick here. We do have this 2x6 attachment point for the bottom, just kind of a 2x6 plate outline, but then the rest of the shape is more of just kind of a flat surface. It's not really designed to sit all the way down on a plate. And so what we see is when we do stick this on a plate, it works out fine because it's built up to allow those studs underneath to fit up against the flat on the bottom. And then it also fits on, let's see, how wide is the section? 8 studs long. And even if we add our plate on the bottom and a tile on top, that's what actually brings us to that exact 8 stud dimension. So coffin plus 2 plates is exactly 8 studs tall or long, however you want to measure it. The footprint is exactly 4 studs wide, looks like. If we bring this brick over against the edge, that still fits okay without too much stress. And we can do that on both sides. For our height without the cover, we're looking at almost exactly 2 bricks. But with that cover, that's going to add another couple plates on there. Now the cover is actually decorated. Let's look at that really quick on our Bricklink here. Our cover has the same outline, the same shape, and it actually has this pharaoh embossed on here. And I think this design is shared across all of our lines, all of our themes whenever this is used with the coffin piece. And this has been produced in 4 colors over the years. Most recently, 2015 was the pearl gold, and the rest of the colors, black, dark gray, and red, date back to the original release of '98. Looks like there is actually a gap from 2001 to 2011 when this wasn't produced between the Adventurers line and the Monster Fighters line. So that's kind of interesting. And then our dispersion across the colors here is pretty constant. Dark gray is the least produced with 2, and then the black and the pearl gold have both been in 4 sets. So yeah, with that cover, let's look at the actual coffin base, 30163. This has been produced in 5 colors through the years. We have black, blue, brown, dark blue, and tan. The most uncommon here being the brown and the dark blue, both in 2 sets. And for only 1 year each. So brown back in 2002, dark blue in 2011. The one I have is actually the most common and was the most recently produced in 2015. Let's just see some of those, what those 8 sets were. There is also one decorated. I don't know if those are stickers or prints, but let's look at these 5 sets with the black coffin base. So the Adventurers line had the Sphinx Secret Surprise, and the rest have been the monster fighters. So yeah, just in this vampire hearse, I think the coffin was in the back here. And as far as I can tell, this set wasn't included. It just had the coffin piece. It didn't have the cover. It wasn't really needed for the theme. So there's that. And let's go back, just look at our piece again here. If you want to buy this used, it's not too bad. The way that Bricklink, our new Bricklink XP picks the item to buy, it doesn't automatically pick the lowest one for you. You kind of have to go through and search, but under $1 for this piece, it's not too bad. And yeah, just not too hard to find on Bricklink. Follow the path here, object container. So attachment points on the bottom, 2x4 studs on the inside, and again we can get a minifigure attached. We can also just lay them in there without attaching them. And then our top and bottom have 2x2 studded and anti-studded surfaces. Our part number is located on the bottom, 30163, belongs to Copyright Lego Group. Pretty standard attachments, and it's a good piece. It is kind of specific, but some other uses I could see for this would be like an engine exhaust on a larger spacecraft. If you want just kind of geometric shape, that you could probably produce this with some plates and some hinges, but it is nice to have it all in one piece here, and really easily could be attached to the back of a spaceship with some snot brackets. Just put it right on, add some grill details, and you've got a pretty decent engine exhaust right there with just a couple of parts. So yeah, just use parts outside of their intended design, and that's kind of what MOCing and building is all about, is just using the system parts that we have in new ways to create good looking sets, good looking MOCs, and kind of expand your knowledge of the system at the same time, just seeing how different pieces can go together. So that's it for HUWTAP number 9, a look at our coffin piece. Thanks for watching, Brick System Brothers. We'll see you in the next one.